We have our main event scheduled for the June 17th fight night card. We have Josh Emmett versus Ilia Topuria. This should be a really fun matchup and a very interesting scrap. I'm definitely looking forward to it. If you have not seen my early predictions and breakdowns before, I'm going to break down how these guys physically match up against each other and then how I think the fight will go. So without further ado, let's get right into the breakdown. We have Josh Emmett 18-3 and Ilia Topuria 13-0. Josh Emmett will be around like 11 years older. I think he actually is 38 years of age at this point. So it'll be actually, I think the UFC.com page has actually not updated it for some reason, but I think this is like a 12 years age gap for this matchup. So, and also Josh Emmett will be a 1-inch height disadvantage, I guess, if you want to put it that way, similar heights. Obviously, at the same weight division, Josh Emmett will have a 1-inch reach advantage and a 2.5-inch leg reach advantage for Josh Emmett in his most recent fights. His last fight was a loss against Yair Rodriguez. Did land a couple good shots in there, but Yair was kind of just forcing it on him. Played a good distance game and just threw a bunch of leg kicks, or not leg kicks, body kicks, and threw a couple leg kicks and then went up high. Was mixing up on Josh Emmett, was kind of just forcing those body kicks, was like not taking no for an answer, was just kept going at him and hurting Josh Emmett pretty badly, eventually finishing him off, I believe, in like the second or third round with a triangle choke off his back. It was a second round. It was towards the end of that second round. He did hurt Josh Emmett. I think Yair Rodriguez went for a running knee or a jumping knee and then went to the ground and then ended up just getting that triangle in there because Josh Emmett was pretty tired and pretty beaten up in that matchup. And then before then, that split decision win over Calvin Kattar. I thought he lost that matchup. I think quite a bit of people think he lost that matchup also. And before then, I think he did lose against Dan Ige, but he got a good decision over Dan Ige. So I thought he had a couple of good decisions over Calvin Kattar and Dan Ige. And then he did lose to Yair Rodriguez. For Ilia Topuria, his last fight was against Bryce Mitchell. I believe it was UFC 282. Looked very impressive there. Kind of just walked Bryce Mitchell down, just inflicted so much punishment in him in that first round. And then the second round ended up getting the submission on the ground. Looked very powerful. Obviously, this is a different fight than what he was kind of used to, and I didn't think there was much of a threat for him on the feet against a guy like Bryce Mitchell, so he did just walk him down and just start throwing. I won't put that too much on him, but he did kind of showcase a lot of the power, a lot of his boxing, and a lot of his ground game. Did beat Jai Herbert at lightweight. He did move up to lightweight. Does weigh a lot, but he is a smaller guy, so it's kind of one of those things. Kind of same thing you see with Davison Figueiredo at flyweight. He weighs a lot, but he's super small, so it's kind of like even a move up to bantamweight. You don't know how a guy like Davison Figueiredo would do, but we saw a guy like Ilia Topuria, who does weigh a lot for his size, move up to lightweight and then ended up getting hurt. Almost got put out by Jai Herbert, came back and then ended up KOing Jai Herbert. Looked super impressive there after getting hurt, and then beat Ryan Hall, which some people was a very impressive win, some people not. But it is a very impressive win because not a lot of people could actually stop Ryan Hall at that point. So again, very good win for Ilia Topuria. For this matchup, I am going to go with Ilia Topuria. I really like his style. I think this matchup is going to be really interesting. I kind of want to see how Ilia Topuria goes through this matchup because this is a very different matchup than we've kind of seen him do. There hasn't really been a real threat of the KO power from a guy like Josh Emmett where he just sits in the pocket and just throws a big right hand, loads up really heavy. But I think both of these guys in the pocket, I think they're going to scrap. It's going to be super entertaining fight. Both of them have severe knockout power. And I just think this fight kind of edges on the younger fighter. I think Josh Emmett, 38 years old, you don't know how that durability is going to be at this point. So I'm going to go with Ilia Topuria. I think in the pocket, I think he can kind of guide his way around some of Josh Emmett's bigger punches. I think Josh Emmett does load up quite a bit on that right hand. It is pretty fast. His 1-2s are pretty fast. He does load up quite a bit on that right hand, but it is really fast. I think Ilia Topuria can kind of get out of the way of that. He does kind of over punch sometimes if he is getting hurt, and I think Ilia Topuria can mix it up on him, land some really good body shots, tire out Josh Emmett a little bit, again, make him get a little bit sloppy, kind of like in that Yair Rodriguez fight where a bunch of body kicks. Obviously, I don't think Ilia Topuria is going to throw too many body kicks in this matchup. I don't know if I've really even seen Ilia Topuria throw too many body kicks in his matchups in general. I may be wrong on that, but I think it's going to be a little bit more crisper boxing, a little more punches to the body, mix it up top and on the bottom, and then some leg kicks, of course. But I do think that Ilia Topuria is going to work some of the body and then get Josh Emmett to slow down on that right hand, make it a little bit slower, kind of see it a little bit more before it comes in, because again, he is still a very fast dude, even though he does load up on it. I think he's going to slow him down, get him to overswing a little bit, and then maybe try and catch him. Or I think we could also see Ilia Topuria kind of push him against the fence. Although Josh Emmett does kind of just like sit in the middle, go forward quite a bit. I think if he hurts Josh Emmett, I think if he goes forward a little bit, he can kind of maybe mix in a takedown, push him against the fence, and kind of just unload against him against the fence. Because again, he does kind of sit in a stance where he just throws pretty heavy outside of a distance where he's kind of able to, like, I don't even know. I don't want to say like throw it like a football, but he moves up and just puts everything into it. So if you're against the fence with your back against the fence, it's going to be harder to throw some of those more powerful shots, especially for a guy like Josh Emmett, who is a very powerful guy. But again, I think this is a very interesting fight, especially in the pocket. I do want to see how Ilia Topuria matches up against some of the top 5 featherweights. I think he's moving up. I think he's number 9. It says on Tapology. Josh Emmett is number 4. First top 5 opponent for Ilia Topuria. I think he does win. I think he might get a TKO in like the 3rd or 4th round. I do kind of want to see what Ilia Topuria looks like in the 4th or 5th round. I think he might be a little bit more patient here. Go towards the body, unload a couple combos. And then I think I kind of do want to see him at the 4th or 5th rounds. But I do think he does hurt Josh Emmett very badly in the 3rd round. Maybe it is 2-1 at that point. And Josh Emmett maybe lands a couple good shots and kind of rattles Ilia Topuria in like the 1st round. Ilia Topuria is just trying to find that range a little bit more, time some of the punches a little bit better, and I think it goes 2-1. But I think over time in those 2nd and 3rd rounds, I think he does wear on Josh Emmett a little bit more, slow him down a little bit more, and then TKOs him with body shots. Maybe he does catch him over the top, and then I don't know. I don't think he'll put him out, but I just think the durability of Josh Emmett, especially coming off of a lot of those heavy body shots against Yair Rodriguez. It's not like he got put out, but he did get hurt a little bit. He is 38 years old. It will be like about 4 months since that fight. So you can kind of get an idea of how it'll be, but I am going to go with Ilia Topuria in this matchup. Go with the younger fighter, 12 years younger. Not much of a big reach advantage for Josh Emmett in this matchup. It says 1 inch. I did get the age wrong. I know someone might comment on it, but I am going to go with Ilia Topuria. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know who you guys think will win in this matchup down below, and I'll see you guys next time.